Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy Pride Month. On that note, Jesus is dead.
What does Pride have to do with Jesus?
Look at the Pride festivals. You think Jesus is alive there?
Jesus is not alive and well in the hearts of all Americans, most Americans, a lot of Americans.
You think Jesus has attended any of those Pride festivals? Because if he did, he'd be flipping tables and saying, "You know not what you do."
So the creeps have taken over Pride, and Pride has become something that is completely embarrassing to the sane LGBTs of the world. Now, I don't use Q because I don't know what the Q is.
I thought
and
I was
I also
questioning.
don't care. Listen, they say queer. I go on Investigation Discovery. I like to watch my true crime, and it is... There's a section for Pride Month, and it's just queer this, queer this, queer this, queer this. I'm like, this doesn't represent me. I'm not queer. I'm a lesbian. So on Twitter, there's a lot of clips of Pride Parade, and we're gonna show you some.
You want to go to a Pride Parade? We can record it. It'll be
And
a
we're
whole
gonna-
video.
Here are some clips.
There's a lot of build-up.
Here are some clips from Pride. Enjoy.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
I think he's putting a dollar bill into the G-string of, So then there's this one. Look at this shit, man. Yeah, we have to blur this.
Is that a man with titties sucking off a cross?
Mm-hmm.
And devil horns. Don't forget the devil horns.
What'd you think about that one, man? Sorry, did I use the right pronoun? What do you think?
I think it's highly inappropriate to be doing something like that when they're peacefully protesting.
Yeah.
That's peaceful. That's a very peaceful protest. Because if you did that to me, I'd smack the shit out of you. I'm sorry.
Ollie London said, this is the same trans activist. Activist?
Quote unquote.
Activist? That is representing the trans community. Trans people, does that person represent you? Because this is what is going on. This is your representation. And unfortunately, they're in the same acronym as us, so technically there are somewhat of our representation too, which is incredibly disappointing and disgusting in so many ways. He goes on to say that trans activist yesterday did the splits in front of a baby while wearing a thong and having his breasts on display. Here he is mocking a group of Christian men peacefully protesting. One of the things I hate the most about seeing this is that I remember the days when Christians weren't peacefully protesting the gays and lesbians, and they were vile. They had signs that were saying absolutely abhorrent things about gays, lesbians, etc. To now see the exact opposite happening, it's almost like the bullied are becoming the bullies. And it doesn't set a good view of our group because it's saying that, hey, we got bullied and now we're going to be the assholes that we were fighting against. They can't be bigger than that. You know, they can't be...
Evolved?
Yeah. We had to fight the bullies. But now we've become the people that we were fighting against. Well, they are. We're not. And that just shows how we have not evolved at all. The LGBTQ, whatever, just has not evolved. Yeah, it hasn't evolved at all.
They've evolved their name.
Yeah, it's like 2SLGBTQIAA plus something.
You couldn't go past a Planned Parenthood without seeing Christians protesting it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So to sit there and do this kind of thing so abhorrently and outlandishly, what point are you trying to get across? Because what I see is a disrespectful, disgruntled person trying to make a point of how vulgar they can be when there are respectful people not even acknowledging it beyond the fact of we are trying to get a point across. There's a big difference between a peaceful protest and an aggressive protest, and you showed both in one image.
It's so disappointing.
How do you mean?
Because there was a point when we were hated and scolded for being us. And now these people have taken over our acronym and using our acronym, as I like to call the cloak of invisibility, so they can get away with doing disgusting things at inappropriate places, at inappropriate times, in front of people and children.
The amount of degradation these people must crave is disgusting.
And they're allowed to get away with it because if you say anything negative about what they're doing, no matter how disgusting it is, they say, well, you're homophobic or you're transphobic. If you say anything against them, you're demonized.
These people are screaming. And like I said, they must want to be degraded because I can't see a world where you're going to do these things. Back when they were fighting for rights for lesbians and gays and bisexuals, they dressed in dresses and suits and ties and protested that way. The way these men are standing there, obviously they're not in suits and ties, but they're saying what they want to say on their shirts. Oh my fuck.
Can't get nothing done. Can't get nothing done.
It's just gross that they think that this is appropriate to do. And if you're going to sit there and protest in this type of manner, he's going to get my socks.
What kind of clothes will he put on? Oh, because he's gonna make me laugh.
I don't know what he's doing. He's been gone for so long.
Remy.
He's gonna come out with something in his mouth.
No, but oh, he's so funny. What were you saying now?
I don't even know. I have to pee.